yesterday in about a decade, mostly because of a young man just 2 decades old. Yesterday was the 53rd running of the great American race, the Daytona 500. And while it started out somber as the 10th anniversary of the death of a beloved icon, the rest of the day belonged to a young man in a big hurry, the youngest man ever to win the big one. At just 20 years of age, Trevor Bayne rocketed past 42 other drivers to win the granddaddy of them all, the Daytona 500. He was just 19 going into this past weekend, and he's still not old enough to drink the champagne that was sprayed on him in Victory Lane. It was just his second big league race. He came up the way most do, go-karts at first, then local small tracks in his home state of Tennessee. A modest kid who led his team in prayer before the race.
I keep thinking I'm dreaming, I really do.
Trevor Bayne survived the race as much as he won it. Because of a quirk of the track and the cars, a strange aerodynamic pattern developed in practice. The drivers found they did better in pairs of 2. With one car plastered up against the back bumper of the other. The car doing the pushing was in turn pulled along in the draft of air. It led to a harrowing race. The lead changed a record 74 times, and early on, the wreck they call the big one.
Big wreck. Half the field.
NASCAR now has a young new star. The irony is they lost their last big star 10 years ago. Under deep blue skies, every one of the 180,000 fans knew what yesterday was. The 10th anniversary of the death of Dale Earnhardt, the driver of the iconic black number 3 car. So on the 3rd lap, the fans fell silent, and 180,000 people held up 3 fingers in tribute to the man who's been gone 10 years now. Little did anyone know the race would be won by a kid who was just 10 himself when Dale Earnhardt died. And this youngest man ever to win the 500 did it with the oldest established team in NASCAR, the legendary Wood brothers. They date back to the post-moonshine era, and great drivers like Tiny Lund, Cale Yarborough, A.J. Foyt, Buddy Baker, and Junior Johnson. And now we know that list is still growing. Up next here.